On Safeguarding Sunday, we think about how we can support all of those, our youngest and those who are most vulnerable. Today we're thinking about mental health and wellness. This summer, I attended a mental health first aid course where I was able to listen, learn and share experiences with others. Our mental health is like any other aspect of our health, something which requires attention and care. And like the rest of our body, it's susceptible to illness and to injury. Many of us at some time may have had an illness or an injury to our mental health, but for a variety of reasons we don't speak about them or share our experiences of the effect of those. When we live with or experience depression, anxiety, or self-loathing, it can sometimes feel like an immediate crisis and a plunge into darkness. More often, in my experience, it's a slow, debilitating, gradual process into the darkness, which we fight until the fighting gets too hard and the darkness threatens to engulf us. In whichever way we experience it, this is a mental health illness. And I've got my little lamp here. So it might be that we just have a little bit here, and we think, oh, I just feel a bit sad. I can cope with that. And it just gets a little bit sadder, and I think, oh, I can deal with that a bit more until we get to the point where it's just too hard. And that's okay. It's okay not to be okay. Stigma and muted it, didn't I? Stigma and discrimination can make someone's mental health problems worse and can delay or stop them from getting help. It is sometimes believed that people with a mental health illness are in fact dangerous to others, when in fact they are at a higher risk of being harmed to themselves than hurting others. We know that there's a whole spectrum of mental health issues, some of which may require more intensive treatment and support, and some which may be treated and managed well, where those who seek help, when required, can lead healthy, fulfilling, flourishing lives and careers. Just like any other illness, mental health illnesses weren't chosen by those who live with them. How many times do we hear, just look on the bright side? Just be strong. Just get it together. Just do the next right thing. Just go outside, it'll be good for you. Just get in the shower. Just can be a very hard word when you're in the depths of darkness. It can feel like an unreachable or impossible goal. But mental health illness is never about not being strong enough. In fact, it's often a feature of being too strong for too long. Mental health illness is not a choice between strength or weakness. It's quite simply between being ill or well. But in the depths of the darkest places, there is hope where there is light. We, as a Christian community, can be the light for those who fight the darkness. In our reading, we heard, a lamp is placed on a stand where it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your good deeds shine out for all who see. When we live with the feelings of unworthiness or self-loathing, it can be a very lonely place. In my experience, the most helpful thing that a person can do to support someone experiencing those feelings is to come along and shine that light. To say, I'm here, I see you, I will not let go, and you are not alone. When we think about helping someone, we often think about what we can do and how we can help. This can sometimes feel really overwhelming and stop us from helping. But as we have said, mental health illness is an illness. Unless you're a doctor or a trained counsellor, you are not there to treat someone in the same way that you wouldn't go and try and treat someone with a broken leg. You would ask if there's anything you could do to help while they recover, but you wouldn't be fixing their broken bone. That takes time. And the same is true for mental health illnesses. What you can do is to be there to shine your light, to come alongside, to be the light that shows someone the pathway to the help that they might need. To listen. The power of actively listening to someone's feelings and anxieties without judgment is the most important and beneficial thing you can do. Be that light for someone today. When we see those who we love and care for struggling with difficult feelings, we often just want to switch their light on. We want to take control to make things better. But in my experience, that isn't always the most helpful approach, or indeed possible. Mental health illnesses can often leave those living with them feeling out of control. And it's in the taking back of control that we flourish and grow towards the light again. Again, listen to what that person is asking for. There may well be practical things that you can do to alleviate their stress or anxiety. But the path to wellness, while being supported by others, should be led by the choices and in the control of the person experiencing them. Be alongside, keep asking the question, how are you? And wait for the answer. Be genuine and not judgmental. Build relationships with those around you who are struggling, then you'll know the triggers or situations which are most difficult for that person. If you are someone who has a mental health illness and are fighting in the darkness, seek help where you can. Talk, text, shout it, you are not alone. If you are able when the light is brightest, share with others what helps you when the light grows dim. Keep talking, keep sharing. And on this Safeguarding Sunday, we as a church renew our commitment to safeguarding those who are the most vulnerable. We together will keep shining the light for those who struggle and to ensure that those who feel lost or alone are brought into the light of God's love and the love and acceptance of our church community. Amen.